Hey,
Welcome back.
welcome back. Long time no see.
Yes. Okay.
Uh, Bring the Bronx. Okay.
Yep.
Did you eat breakfast?
Uh, kind of. I'm starting to eat my bread for the
Wow.
breakfast, but I've only had one.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, let's
uh,
fill in the blanks.
Bring the Bronx. I'll, I'll share the culture, personal, authentic, meaningful, timid, introverted, simple. Uh, hey Troy, do you think culture difference made it harder to talk to people? Yeah, sometimes, but I try to be open. Have you ever had a personal moment with someone from other culture? Yes, I talked with a French guys at a hostel. It felt really authentic.
Mhm.
Authentic user for person, right?
Yeah, authentic just means real, but like emphasized. Like I
Mm.
said, so it's strong. Like you could say it felt real, or
Authentic
you could
guy.
say it felt authentic. Right?
Authentic.
It's just more powerful. That's all. Mhm.
Mm. Authentic guy.
Yeah, authentic guy, authentic person, authentic food,
Mm,
authentic building. Again, it just means real but
mm.
powerful.
Real powerful. Okay. That's cool. What made it feel real? We talked about travel and family. It was meaningful but timid.
Meaningful.
No, timid but introverted. No.
So uh, we talked about travel and family. It was simple but
Simple,
meaningful.
simple but meaningful. Uh, nice. Sometimes I feel introverted. Yeah, no, timid,
Yeah.
timid in new places. Do you think?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a bit introverted, but I try to smile and say something first. That's that's a good way. I think copying friendly for body language really helps. Thank you.
Mhm. Perfect.
Mm,
Okay.
Please, what's the motto? Using words, all of 7 words.
Probably simple and meaningful.
Mm,
Because the other ones have specific contexts, right?
Specific context.
Like you can have a meaningful job, meaningful hobby, meaningful family, meaningful can be used for a lot of things. Same
Mm,
with simple, right? I have a
mm,
simple job, simple
mm,
hobby,
mm,
simple food, right?
mm.
Where personal is always about me, so it's a bit more specific. Um,
Mm. Personal
authentic,
goal. Mm,
but I just mean that personal is about me,
Personal goal.
meaning that I might
Personal
not
life.
use personal for everything, right?
Mm,
Like
mm,
for
mm,
me, personally, I could say chef related things,
mm,
but personally, I can't talk about being a doctor, right?
Personally, I
Be-
can.
So personally is a bit more narrow.
Mm,
Same with cultural, because cultural is related to one specific culture, right? Like when we're
mm,
talking about Japanese culture, we might be
mm,
able to talk about a lot of different topics, but it's in
mm,
the context of like Japan or something.
mm,
And then timid, introverted, uh, those are a specific situation, right? I mean, shy
mm,
or I don't like talking to lots of people, right? That's getting very specific. So those other ones are used often in their situation, but it's a situation. So if you're not talking about that situation, you might never mention it, right? So for example, you might mention meaningful 100 times before you use introverted once in your life, right? Kind of.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you. Okay. No. Let's try new question.
Okay.
Similar
Sure.
one. Do you know any good icebreakers? I show people I want to build a good relationship with them. I focus on the following 5 points when talking. I have a smile. I make good eye contact. I shake hands. I show gratitude when do good things for me. I ask questions about topics that might interest them. I face new challenges when I meet new friends, when I meet new people. Recently, I've realized that it is more important to focus on the points above for effective communication than to speak English fluently. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, basically. The only thing I would mention different would be a good thing to understand as well is understand the other's culture.
Others' culture, understanding others' culture.
So, like for example, you mentioned shaking hands, but shaking hands isn't so popular in Asia, right? So let's say you meet a Vietnamese person, you might not shake their hand, right? Vietnamese
Please
normally
type a chat. Please
nod.
type a chat.
Like you would say something like, "It is important to understand a little about the other person's culture."
Culture. It is important to understand a little about the other person's culture.
It's okay if you're not perfect. Like if you make a small mistake, most people will
Small
be like,
mistake.
he's a foreigner, it's okay. But it's important to know at least some of the basics so that it looks like you're trying, right?
Looks like trying.
For example, in Vietnam, there's a kind of rule for men and women where for drinking, for example, where you're supposed to drink about equal with each other. You shouldn't be drinking more than someone, and you shouldn't be drinking less than someone. You should try to be equal with someone with drinking. So if you're starting to drink more than someone else, then it's almost seen as rude. So if you know that kind of rule, at least they look at it like, oh, he's trying. And then if you break a different rule, maybe you don't sit on the floor or something like that, they'll be like, he got something right, but he got something wrong. It's okay. But if you get everything wrong, they'll be like,
wow.
You got everything wrong, right? Like something like that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, thank you for sharing about Vietnamese alcohol culture. Thank you. Okay. I prepared 10 questions. Please ask me number one.
So, what's your favorite icebreaker?
I like asking, is this your first time here?
Oh, I do a similar one. I say, Are you from around here? Similar.
Please type a chat.
Are you from around here?
I around. Thank you.
Are you from around here. Similar kind of thing.
Similar. Thank
Because
you.
it just means like, yeah, is this your first time here or are you from here, right?
Thank you.
How do you show? Yeah, how do you show? Sorry, yeah, how do you show you want to build a good relationship? Sorry.
I try to smile and listen carefully.
Okay. Fair. What's your first point when talking to people?
I try to smile first.
Do you make eye contact often?
Yes, but sometimes I get nervous.
Fair. Do you shake hands with new people?
Sometimes, if they offer.
How do you show gratitude?
I say thank you clearly and with a smile.
Uh, what do you ask to keep a conversation going?
I ask about food or travel.
What's hard about meeting new people?
I get shy and quiet sometimes.
True. Do you think body language helps?
Yes, more than words sometimes.
Very true. What's more important than speaking perfect English?
Making the other person feel comfortable.
Good. Yeah, I do agree with you. I think body language super important.
Super important.
This is how I mainly talk in Vietnam is body language. Because my language skill is very, very low. So I need to use my body language. Well, my issues, my vocabulary is very, very bad. Specifically with verbs. So I know a lot of nouns and things, but I don't know a lot of verbs. So when I listen, though, I can kind of understand, because if you said like the cow, grass, and then something else, I'd be like, oh, you gave grass to the cow, right? Like I can kind of figure it out when listening, but when speaking, I can say the cow blank grass, like I don't know that word, right? So that I have to be like, the cow eats the grass, and they would tell me, right?
Okay.
Now I know the word for eat, so I would be able to do that one, but I don't have a lot of verbs. I have like eat, drink. Well, I have 2 eats, drink, sleep. Those are like the 4 big verbs I have. I don't have many other verbs.
If don't you mind, could you share the self-introduction in Vietnamese?
It'd be Toi Tan La Troy. Toi is I, Tan means name, La means is, and Troy. So name, no, sorry. I name is Troy, is how you pronounce it. And you can reverse it. You can say Ten Toi La Troy. You can say name it I is Troy. It doesn't matter in Vietnamese. In Banar, my wife's language, it'd be Hakao in ao Troy.
Oh.
Hakao means name, in means I, ao means is, and then Troy.
Yeah. Wow.
But
awesome.
To be fair, it's easy because it's just like Japanese where you don't need to say watashi. You can just say
私の名前。私トロイです。私はトロイです。
You can also be lazy, right? You can be like Troy des, right? Like if you want to be very lazy. But now you can do the same. You can just say inao Troy. Just Troy.
Yeah.
Like I'm Troy.
Yeah. I'm Troy. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Thank you. Well, you are trilingual, multilingual, amazing.
Barely. You're more trilingual than me.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Weekly vocabulary. Main map. Icebreaker. Infection. body language, emotion, expression, interaction.
Good. These are some good
Okay,
ones.
please ask me. Number one,
When do you use map to help someone?
when I see a tourist who looks lost, I show them the map on my phone.
Good. What's your favorite icebreaker?
I'd like to say, where are you from? Or are you from around here? With a smile.
Okay, sure. There you
Mm.
go. Sorry, can you go down? There you go. When do you notice someone's infection in their voice? Inflection.
Inflection. Inflection. Inflection. Okay. When they are excited, their voice goes up.
Yeah. How do you use body language when talking to someone?
I nod and smile. Show I'm listening. I nod means
Yeah. Not
gotcha.
as just like this.
Okay.
It's not like this. It's just like a small one. When do you feel strong emotion when talking to someone?
When someone thanks me sincerely,
What kind of expression do you use to show interest?
I use open eyes and a big smile.
That's a bit of strange because when you say open eyes and big smile, I think of like, and that's a bit weird.
Please
I
share
probably
the
would just say
correct answer.
I keep eye contact
Eye contact.
and we talked about this before and
Eye
have
contact.
a warm
Warm.
smile. Remember,
Warm
like
smile.
a warm smile, like
Warm smile. Big
like
smile.
when the warm is
Warm
yeah,
smile.
big smile is like creepy, but yeah. Okay, next one. When was the best interaction with a new person?
I helped the traveler find a train, and we ended up talking for 30 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
When was that?
When was that?
Yeah, when
When
did
was
you
that?
talk to this traveler on the train for 30 minutes? Like yesterday,
Uh,
last week?
uh, 2 months ago,
2 months ago.
I went to Tokyo,
Mhm.
and it's a Major League Baseball opening game. Dodgers and Cubs. Dodgers fan. I had a chat with Dodgers fan about 30 minutes. For
Ah,
30 minutes.
perfect.
Thank you.
Always baseball. Nice. Okay.
Always baseball next. Yeah. Okay. Role playing game.
A new
My
role.
next goal.
Or next, sorry.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Hey Troy, I have a new goal I want to talk about.
Cool. Tell me. What is it?
I want to improve my communication. I started using an icebreaker when I meet new people.
Nice. Do you also use a map when you help tourists?
Yes, I showed one to our tourist yesterday. My body language helped too.
That's great. I think inflection in your voice helps people feel your emotion.
I agree. My expression also shows I'm friendly.
You're doing well. Keep practicing these interactions.
Oh my
Good.
god. Good.
A lot of these words are a bit more formal, a bit more written English. For
Written
example, inflection,
inflection.
expression,
Hmm.
uh, like expression is, but we do use the word express. Like, hey,
Express.
how do you express yourself? But expression is generally
Expression.
used in writing.
Mm.
Same with emotion, because we
Emotion.
normally, instead of saying like what emotion are you feeling, we normally say how are you feeling,
How
right?
are you feeling?
So emotion's a bit more of a written word. Body language is a good word for real life. But yeah, inflection, expression, and interaction are a little bit less common in spoken English. But yeah, there's still good words to learn.
Thank you. Amazing.
Okay, so let's do the fill in the blanks.
Fill in the blanks. I started using icebreaker when I meet new people. I showed our body language. I showed our map. I showed the map. You are good gesture guy. My my expression helped me give directions. No. My emotion.
No. I think it's body language.
My body language helped me give directions.
I think it's body language. Yeah, my butt. No.
No. Help me.
Yeah, my body helped me. My body language. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, my body language
helped me give directions. For I think
says right. Look at the rest of the sentence. In your voice. Right?
in your
voice.
In your voice. Inflection.
Yeah.
Inflection in my voice help people feel emotion. 5. My interaction also shows I'm friendly. 6. Keep practice. Keep practicing these.
Be like.
Interaction.
Yeah, interactions. People coming together, right? Interactions.
People coming together.
Yeah. Good.
Please 5. Answer.
My blank also shows I'm friendly. It'd be my expressions, right?
Expression.
Hey guys, or how you talk. Yeah.
Thank you. Amazing. Okay. It's finished this lesson. I'm prepared. Let's try free conversation. I share. どうしようか。Okay. It's finished.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes, so we try free conversation. Please ask me anything.
No problem. Okay. Well, we talked about it a little bit at the beginning because you were a bit sad that I didn't run yesterday. But I'm curious because, like I said, yeah, it's very stormy here. Normally, it rains in the middle of the day, so I never really worry about it. But today it was a bit later yesterday was at 5. But what about yourself? When do you run in the rain? Like, do you always make sure that you go training every time, or how
Uh,
do you train if it's
no,
raining?
no, I'm a flexible person.
Okay.
Mm.
Do you run
Rain?
on the treadmill then,
Hmm?
or no?
No, no. It's change the skip the training or
So
change
same as
the
me.
in the training.
Yeah.
A cross
That's
bike or uh fitness,
mhm.
working out.
Okay.
Mm.
Fair.
Upper body.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
today I run. I did run
Okay.
in my mountain, in near mountain.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh, these
Uh,
trails that you run in, are they like up and down a lot, or like are they pretty flat?
Up and down a little bit.
Okay. So
Yeah,
not too bad. Okay.
not too bad.
And how
And
is? Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, here. And and natural sounds like hearing bird chirping
Chirping.
and chirping and leaf rustling
Hmm.
in the
Oh,
window. Uh,
fair. I
uh,
guess that makes sense.
mm,
And then another thing I'm hoping you have an update for
mm,
is your work. We
mm.
talked a little bit about it like last week about how maybe like what I did, I slowly got into teaching, and then like I started September 2022, but I didn't fully start teaching until like February 2021. But what about you? Have you done anything for work, or are you planning on teaching a little bit, or what's your
Uh,
plan for work right now?
yeah, good question. So next month I'll go to uh trip in Australia for 10 days. My
Mhm.
goal so uh live there by working holiday visa for 1 year. I I'll try part-time job. Mm. It's a more
Okay.
flexible, like fitness
Fitness
coach or
instructor? Oh, okay.
mm, fitness instructor or uh, retail in uh, sports
Mhm.
equipment.
Would you teach Japanese maybe?
Little bit.
Because that
It's
could
a
be a fun one.
mm, yeah, it's a one of option. I'll try. It's a part-time job. It
Mhm.
means so I try to several jobs.
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, it's a bit tough because you're going for a short time, right?
Short time.
People don't want to hire someone for 10 days, right? They want to hire someone for a longer
Yeah.
time, right? So
Mm.
it can be a bit difficult, but
Mm.
I do wish you luck for that.
Yeah.
When you're in Australia, will you
Mm.
continue to study, or will you be focused on your Australia trip?
Mm. Uh, enjoy us having a chat and with connecting
Mhm.
local people. It's held on Australia Ironman race
Mhm.
triathlon.
Okay.
Triathlon week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm prepared. I want to so next resume or role playing game
Yeah.
in this
Okay.
situation.
We'll talk about the Iron Man and stuff. Sounds
Uh,
good. That's always
okay.
fun.
Okay. Please
so,
have a feedback for this lesson. Last 30
so
seconds.
like I said, uh, emotion, expression, and interaction are a bit more or
Mm,
written words, but
mm.
they can be used in other ways. Like I mentioned with expression, right? Expression is used in a written way, but express is used
Express
often in spoken words,
and
right?
spoken.
So remember the difference between the verb version or the noun version. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much.